to show you how to make the coffee. We're going to start by going into the trunk drawer to get our instructions for making coffee. So we'll give you a close-up of this in a little bit. The coffee pots are stored under here. There are a couple of different sizes. We usually go with this short and stout one. This is 36 cups. Everything you should need will be right with it. Just so you know, there's a stem, the filter, the cord, and the cover. So we take this over here to the sink. I'm going to put this all here. So you can see there's a spot right in the bottom. This stem, the fat part sticks right down in this part here. You put it in nice and tight, okay? And then I usually use this. This is what we use for the pancake batter. You can see right on here it says 4 cups. For this, I'm going to do 36 cups. So I'll fill out 9 of these to this mark here. I'll put the water in, and then following the instructions in the card, you'll put the coffee in the top here. It goes right on this part, and then you spin the lid on to lock it in place, and then when you plug it in, it'll brew. I have a separate video later that you'll see the setup out front where you can see it plugged in. It really takes about 15 minutes. The coffee will bubble, and the little light here on the front will come on once the coffee is done and it's fully percolated. For 9 cups, or for 36 cups, I'm going to show you the close-up of this right here. It's upside down. You can see right here, this is a 36 cup model, and for 36 cups, you put somewhere between 2 and 3.5 cups of coffee into that black basket.
For the setup, you grab 1 syrup, an egg, hard-boiled, and then a scoop of fruit. Then in the first container over here, we have our French toast. So you take the tongs, and you put 2 pieces of French toast in the container. Then in the second container, we have our sausage, and you put 2 sausage links in the container.
Okay, so first you can see we've got the 2 long tables. So these are the 8-foot long tables. We set them too wide so you have 6 feet away from your closest guest. As we bring the meals out, we put them on the table and then they take them away. We can't take any trash back if someone has an extra coffee cup. That all has to be taken away. So come on in. I'll show you our coffee setup. So this is where we set up the coffee. As I showed earlier, this is the small coffee maker. It plugs in right around the corner here. So the cord is really tight, so you need to have it right on the corner. I put this underneath here so any coffee doesn't drip out and stay in the carpet. So this just sits in the social hall and is a way to capture it. You can see the coffee lids. We've got it set up here. A little ice in the bowl with the creamer. And then I will get the coffee order, and I will ask them how they want it. I make it up, put the lid on, and hand it to them. If they want a second cup of coffee, I need to give them a new coffee cup. And then if you turn around here, we're mostly done, but this is where we have the sandwiches set up. So we will ask them what they want. Usually there's at least 2 different options. Today we had ham salad, and all the egg salad is gone already. But that's really how the front of the house works. Okay, so this is the room that is not named, but this is where we store a lot of the things for the breakfast. So if you come over this way, you'll see we've got this box here. Laura in the office orders these, but these are our to-go containers. So you can see that's what the clamshells look like. I mean, just your typical recyclable food storage. We have a different size as well. These are a rectangle and smaller if your meal is better suited for that. We also we have breakfast sandwiches we serve. We've got these paper bags. Sometimes those work if your meal plan calls for a paper bag. Takeaway could be pretty convenient. Most of you know that this freezer has a lot of the stuff that Nancy and Carol use for sandwiches. The Diaconate isn't using the freezer right now, so we've been using it. I'm storing sausage in there right now. A lot of other things. We have another refrigerator here that has a lot of storage for things. If you shop on a Friday or Thursday or Friday night and want to bring the food to the church, you can store it in here so you know what you've got to go on Saturday morning. We set up chafing dishes to keep the food going. We've got some canisters of the gel heat here. Right behind you can see there's a box there. And up on the shelf, we've got some additional extra gel containers if you need those, depending on when you're working. And that's the back room. I'll give you a little tour of where things are in the kitchen. Straight now, these big trays, we use these for anything that's going in the oven. The mixing bowls and things are stored right here. Under this way, we have a variety of different bowls and trays. A lot of times the sandwiches are on these, or these are good to stage food as you're getting ready to bring it out front. Again, there's a whole variety of bowls and platters in here. To-go cups and plastic cutlery is all down in this cabinet over this way. Obviously, you know the microwave. Lighters and hot hands are in the drawers up this way. There's some other heavy pots and pans if you're doing cooking of that nature. We've got skillets. Here's our oven that you know. There are other smaller trays that are good for food storage and transporting things out to the line or out to the front if you need it. If you come up in this cabinet, we've got some of our spices in our various measuring cups. The sprays and oils and vanilla. This is the measuring cup that I used for the coffee in the previous video. And that's pretty much what we've got going on here. And that's it. If you need anything else, just call or text me.